Alright, welcome back to the Film's Rest Adventure where Sid's playing some more Outer Worlds DLC of Murder On Eridanos. I'm gonna go see the Prince of Tossball. Actually, he's somewhere else. Alright, so rock and roll.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Hey, big guy. I got my bearing on straight. I'm feeling a little discombobulated. I sound like a crazy person. Eh, yeah, I can probably get rid of that guy. Pick that one. A little faster. Alright. Must be like the factory. More of the factory.
Oh, look here. I could use a new pair of glasses.
Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive House of Hell.
Psst. Hey, you. Come take a look. Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
Look at all of this junk.
Junk? My friend, this is not junk. These are people's prized possessions. Priceless personal effects, beloved souvenirs and knickknacks.
Those are just longer words for junk.
Nice try, but you can't haggle me down. These are premium goods.
So how did you come by them?
Huh? Oh, well, some of the guests left this stuff behind.
Yeah, I bet they got eaten. You stole them? Huh. Yeah, must not be available if people left it behind.
Take a look for yourself.
I tell her that these people. So, show me what you have for sale. Literally just a bunch of junk. So, Ew!
And maintenance job fulfilled. Looking for a new house?
Indeed. And that looks just like my old one.
What a fortunate find, eh?
Getting so tired of those slugs.
You don't know how grateful I am for the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Even if he is, no one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
But we can part your hair on the other side, just in case.
Hang on a second. Okay, well, that was kind of weird. Anyways, sorry, got really interrupted on my other screen. Go this way. Can't look through there? Ah, so. Oh, this basic low level armor. Hatchet though. Or axe. Well, guess I head on over here.
We're all part of the Rizzo's family.
Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
Okay, well, we can use medical this time.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death?
Firearms, not a conventional weapon either.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge.
Amplifier, before we go, do you think he'd miss his outfit?
This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I'll take his things. Potential evidence, yeah. Over, got the stuff. Alright, cool. Okay. I look adorable.
Timeline discrepancy detected. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
High concentration of ethanol. Someone's brewing moonshine with antiseptics.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, what did you I have a plasma. Yeah.
We're all family here. Rizzo's takes care of its own.
Way over there now. Venture out. West Museum, East Museum. Right here. Orchard. What can be audio? Yeah, let's just talk about Purpleberry Orchard.
Must you stop? You're Is that a retired fertilizer automech? Or just a replica? Who cares? According to the sign, the originals only last 18 months. Rizzo's fertilizer is so potent that it keeps right through the tank.
Greeting protocols initiating. Greeting protocols cancelled. Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed pleasantries at this time. Error. Phaeton requires an attitude adjustment.
Aw. Well, I will deal with you later. Free stuff. Whoa. Just better check my stats real fast.
Whoa, you scared the daylights out of me. Don't sneak up on a fella like that. Say, you wouldn't happen to be the inspector investigating Halcyon Helen's murder. You look like you might fit the bill.
Pretty observant.
Hey, I got it right. You must be a real top runner to be in charge of a case like this. Oh, wait. That's why you're talking to me. I'll help however I can.
Alright then, tell me what you know about Halcyon Helen and her murder.
Oh, I hate to say it, but I never met Helen. Not even in passing. I've seen a couple serials, but otherwise, I don't know anything about her. But I do know a thing or two about traps. This here's my Terror Ray Grounder, and once it works, it'll zap those wing sprats out of the sky.
Interesting contraption. You said it's not working.
Not yet. I'm missing a few parts before I can power it up. Actually, you seem capable, and I need some help getting those parts I'm missing. I can make it worth your while.
This fella sounds way too happy at the thought of killing terror rays. You think we should trust him?
I promise, it's perfectly humane. Their skin will be fried off their bones before they can feel a thing.
What parts do you need?
I've got an incomplete list here, but I'm a tad on the scatterbrain side. You mind taking a look at my terminal to certify I ain't forgetting anything?
I already got some of the items you want.
Thanks. I'll start working these things into my machine. Come back when you found the rest, and we can get to Terror Ray burning.
Great coincidence. Yeah, what? Check, see what they had, Alright, forgot something.
Phaeton.
Yep. 65, okay. Keep that in mind. We're back. Okay. Oh, that's it. Okay. And we... Terror rays.
The coffee stain practically blends in with your lapel.
Yeah.
You're back. Any luck finding what we need for the Terror Ray Grounder?
Yep, here's what I found.
Thanks. I'll start working these things into my machine. Come back when you found the rest, and we can get to Terror Ray burning.
Organ forks. Alright. Random.
You're back! Any luck finding what we need for the Terra Ray grounder?
Yep, here's what I found.
Excellent! I should finally be able to get this thing working. Here, take this. It's the least I can do for all your help against those leathery abominations. Oh wait, there's one more thing. You don't happen to have a pinwheel, do you?
Well, I can look for one.
Great. I'll give you a nice bonus if you bring one back to me.
Okay.
Okay, we'll spend...
Fizzle. People probably got eaten. Alright. Stack.
You're back! Any luck finding what we need for the Terra Ray grounder?
I found the pinwheel. That everything.
It sure is. I'll finally be able to give those winged monstrosities what for. Here's your pay for helping me put the finishing touches on this thing.
Sure would hate to see something happen to your lovely machine.
Me too. And if a few other bits keeps it safe, they're yours. Thanks again for your help, Inspector.
Yep. Hey, big guy. Alright, well. Gas. What's this over here? Bogus. Huh? I'm too big to go through the small hole. Time here. Nope, things get a little history here in a sec.
What do you want?
You're a black hole birdie rat.
Shh! Not so loud! How'd you know it was me?
I'm an inspector. Damn good one.
Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Incognito?
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Noted. Maybe I can help. I was hired to solve Helen's murder.
Oh, so you're the inspector! Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night of Helen died?
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
I think he means drunk.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Probably a good call.
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow? There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Why'd you steal a cow for?
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Can anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her datapad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was. I wasn't keen on conversing, okay? I was drunk and holding someone else's datapad. And also, maybe I was crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
Did anyone else see you that night? Think hard. Anyone, anywhere else?
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else.
Birdie, come on, man. Who was it?
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble. Or not having a witness puts you in much bigger trouble. There we go. Birdie, I want to help you, but my partner here isn't so patient. And oh boy, when Sam flies off the handle...
Let Sam help you get a handle on murdering germs. Whether through incineration, vaporization, pulverization, or electrostrangulation, Sam kills it all.
Did that automech just call me a germ?
Preparing high-powered acid spray sanitary dispenser for firing.
Now, Sam, you hold on. This guy's gonna cooperate, right?
All right. Jeez.
That's a good choice.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down.
Thanks. I'll follow up, Rick.
That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Yeesh, you had a bad time lately, huh, birthday?
Yeah.
Can I have a look at Helen's datapad?
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting.
Sorry about Helen, Birdie.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
Thanks, I'll take a look at him.
Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
Sorry, Birdie, it's better if you're not involved.
I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else?
I had a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
Why'd you have that mascot pull that little stunt over the recording of Helen's room?
I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserve by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
Oh, the recording. There's nothing incriminating on it.
You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk?
Merely said you loved her.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards.
Yeah, that's enough for now. Whoa! Where did all these people come from? Alrighty. And actually, yeah, that's a good one. Boom! Whoa, got dizzy. Okay. What we got? Optional confirm Birdie's alibi. Birdie claimed that Auric West can account for some of Birdie's whereabouts at the time of Helen's murder. Okay, I think we'll do the optional. Oh, gotta go back in here? Okay. Ugh. Oh, please don't be a dead body. Please. Oops, there you go.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
How'd you get those scars? Maybe I am.
Then maybe I'm your guy. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
This guy should start a podcast. Yeah, I've noticed this much.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
I like that. Well, let's see what the guys sell. What kind of alternatives do you have to sell?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
Now I asked you some questions about Birdie. How come?
Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
Now you ask me. A freelance inspector brought in to investigate the death of Halcyon Helen.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring you any trouble. I just want to talk.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Birdie. So what?
Heard you taught Birdie some breathing techniques.
Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
How do you know Bertie?
He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantisaur essence here, a little vitamin B negative there.
Black hole Bertie has a substance problem?
Nah. What Birdie's got is a stress problem. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head.
That's why I hire a lookalike. What do you mean, tossball does things to his head?
Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart.
And money. Was Bertie with you the night Halcyon Helen was killed?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Well, that's it for now. Leave conversation. Alright. Ah, robot.
Yeah, still in here, thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, hopefully, law-abiding individual. Please speak clearly into this unit.
Spokane is dead.
Understood. This unit requires a moment to process this information processed. Personal designation upgraded to acting constable. Thank you.
Keen was the killer's latest victim. They could strike again.
This unit concurs with your inference.
What's going at it? Was it you? Did you kill Keen?
This unit has been programmed to adhere to board law.
Alright, well, thanks for the talk.
This unit has been programmed to recommend a wine to pair with your grief. Purple berry wine has a body richer than Byzantium's elite, with...
Winos are bad enough. Hold on. Anyway, I can free what's your face.
Welcome,
buddies. Yeah. No. Say something about spam infestation?
Checking logs. Error. Limitation. Limit. Error. How may this...
Alright, well, that's not going. Sorry for wasting the time. Eridanos. Yeah, he runs fine. Looks like we get to do some narking. Vous avez un guest, please?
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
I know I look cool with my big head, but... I guess I'll go to the penthouse then.
Next stop, the
Oh yeah.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Well... She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used a needler.
The needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Enough talk. I'll find whoever did this.
Make them suffer, Inspector.
Okay. Well, I managed to track down Black Hole Birdie.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Unfortunate and suspicious. This isn't a good look for Betty. Wait, no. Yeah, Bertie's something of a character, but he's harmless. I feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
Go easy on him. He just lost love as his life.
I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Bertie. Whatever it was, she seemed to trust him implicitly. He was always on his best behavior around her. Or he tried. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Bertie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
I really don't.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
By the way... Yeah. By the way, Bertie agreed to stay at the Grand Colonial Colony. Colonel? Blah blah?
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
You shouldn't. I have completed my investigation to Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
Spencer Woodridge. Confessed to the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Okay, well, I know who killed... No, I don't know who killed. I'll be back. Turn that off. we can do this later. Anyway, the journal. Speak to Cedric. Go to Cedric's office and speak to him.
To the lobby.
But first,
Phaeton cannot extend pre-programmed error.
you mean your gyroscopic axis is misaligned?
Affirmative.
If Phaeton's internal gyroscope's off-center, it's gonna spell trouble for the whole complex.
Affirmative.
Enough jargon. Just tell me what to do.
To achieve attitude adjustment, acquire the gyroscopic alignment key, or GAC, and convey it to the gyroscope management terminal in engineering. Utilize the GAC to interface with the gyroscope management terminal and execute the gyroscopic axial realignment procedure. This will achieve an attitude adjustment.
Well, just tell me where to go.
Rizos thanks you in advance for your assistance. Please note that Rizos does not pay for uncontracted labor, but a member of HR will issue a favorable remark on your permanent record. Access to engineering levels granted.
Sweet. Alright, team. Something did some serious damage.
So you don't front at me!
Oh yeah, that's funny. Your sorrow.
Okay, well, that.
You there. By the law, you seem to have your wits about you. I'm safe.
She looks like she's been stuck here for an age.
I mean, what are you doing here?
Realign the Phaeton?
You what? But I'm the captain. The gyroscopic realignment procedure is my job.
And how's that going for you?
Look, you don't understand. It's not safe out there. The only people I've seen down here tried to kill me. The automechs are shooting anything that moves. And then there's the canids.
If Phaeton doesn't get realigned, this place will crash.
Eventually. I know. But look, there are right now problems and there are later problems. Crashing into a storm, succumbing to crushing atmospheric pressure, those are later problems.
Captain, I'm going. Are you going to help me or not? Be reasonable. It's not safe to stay there forever. Let me help you.
Please, I don't need help. I can leave whenever I want. I'm just not ready yet.
You're the captain. Do you want to live like a coward or die like a hero?
Live like a coward. Shit. Oh, right. I see what you're trying to do. And it's working. I'll let you help. Meet me at the engineering overlook above the gyroscope. And bring the GAC. Just watch your step. The automechanicals will fire on anything that moves. Except for their captain, of course.
Seriously? Can you make an exception for me?
I'm a captain, not an engineer. Still, you might be able to avoid some of them if you come through here.
Good enough.
Investigating.
Scoured with treasure. Purified.
Like a lot of them. Phobia. I'm going to reject that. Of course, it's powered off. I don't think at all.
Security out. Terminating security search. Process performing.
Detective. You make it dirty. Most resistant to cleaning efforts.
Nothing really worth a hoot.
Disclaimer. SAM units are not equipped with wrong tool for the job.
Oh, freaking A, man. Alright, let's go do this.
Sanitation efforts.
I'm stuck. Okay. That's actually fair. Aggressive. And alright, maybe I can actually get her to do something now. Copy.
sanitize.
Here I go!
That will leave a stain.
Oh crap! Oh crap! I'm stuck between the walls.
Units are not equipped to provide medical aid.
Okay. Alright, where was I? In here, we got done killing a thing, and we're like, oh, hoo, 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 they win. And then we go down here, and then I was all like, hey, let's make her more aggressive. And then they're like, yeah, sure, sounds like a good idea. Okay, there we go. I think I need a little bit more of a bang for my buck. Definitely not that. Never mind. Boo. Boo.
Time to take out the trash.
Alright, let's go. Take the high ground, take the high ground.
Get up, Sam! Ah! My leg!
Ow. Okay, planning not good. can't move. Not working out too well. Ow.
I see it now!
Performance evaluation is sterling.
It.
I'll fix you right up!
Preparing for maximum sanitation.
Here I go!
That will leave a stain.
Oh, I gotta go deeper. Or higher?
By the law, those Canads are done for. We did it, friend.
Sigh.
Anyway, I was thinking, you should do the honors. Realign Phaeton, since you've been such great help in all of this.
Yeah. I'd be honored. Execute gyroscopic. Axle realignment procedure. Ooh, hacking. Good job, team. I'm surprised this DLC is lasting as long as it is. Talk to you. Shit.
Greeting protocols suspended. Checking for gyroscopic alignment. Gyroscopic alignment confirmed. Rizzo's thanks you for your assistance.
That was easy enough. We're gonna take a detour. Think.
I say, this pocket watch is...
Shitty in the clouds.
Actually kind of cheerful. Almost makes you forget they're probably hiding a terrible secret in there.
Welcome to Rizzo's Distillation Station, where we process scented rocket fuel, bubbly beverages, and spirits that'll make you smile, all in the same system of pipes. The top level of the distillery is available to all guests for the purpose of sightseeing and novelty product purchasing. However, it saddens me to inform you that due to classified reasons, we are currently under a state of emergency. As such, we are offering a total of 0 lower-level tours at this time.
If this emergency has to do with Helen's murder, that's why I'm here. Your boss hired me.
Yes, that is not what I meant.
I think you mean no in that case. So this emergency is unrelated to the murder of Spectrum Vodka Brown spokesperson.
Nice try, visitor, but I am not authorized to either confirm or deny details pertaining to our classified state of emergency.
Can I get into the lower levels of the distillation station or not?
Yes, but not at this time. Access has been barred to all non-essential level workers.
Check my status. I'm a special inspector on the case.
Wow, so you are! Gosh, can I get an autograph? I'll put it on my desk right next to the one I got from Black Hole Birdie. He's so smart and strong, or Well, at least he's very strong. Oh, and I must forget to inform you, Inspector, you are still not authorized to enter the lower levels at this time. Please contact Administrator Ludovico if you feel this decision has been made in error.
What's that about to her?
On the upper floors of the facility, we are proud to offer investors and celebrities alike a pristine tour area for experiencing all that the distillation station has to offer Eridanos. Tours are entirely self-guided, so feel free to try one. Simply head through the doors behind me and frolic in the sweet bliss of Rizzo's psychedelic sugar-fueled paradise. Once you've reached the tasting room, your tour will have completed. And remember, for your safety, guests are advised not to stray from the approved tour path.
Let me guess, you have 3 tour options: Premium, Premium Plus, and the Golden Ticket.
Wowee, your deductive skills sure are exceptional. According to my records, we're currently sold out of all Premium and Premium Plus passes.
Of course they are.
Also, Golden Ticket sales are suspended for the time being due to...
Occurrence. You dial Ludo. I'm sure he'll tell you to let me in. I'm part of the family, sort of.
I would be most happy to accommodate your request, were I able to, but I would need a clearance level of Spectrum Violet or higher to contact the administrator himself.
I'm gonna cry hysterically.
Stop! Please, I beg you! I hate sad people! No! My head! It hurts! I need room temperature guzzle of the triple distilled deliciousness of Spectra Vodka Brown. Soon! Yes, very soon! Everything is rainbows here! Yes, indeed!
I have questions for you and the questions of a criminal nature.
Oh my! But I've endeavored to follow every contractual clause and law to the letter for my entire life. Correction, for the purposes of honesty, I've endeavored to follow every contractual clause and law to the letter since my morale treatment in the RR&DD lab several weeks ago.
What were you like before your treatment?
Thinking on such a time makes me unhappy. As such, I avoid doing so at all costs.
Well, let me guess, after your treatment, your whole outlook on life changed.
Yes, that's right. The way I see the world, it's so pretty now. All sparkling and prismatic. I'll do anything to protect this precious gift Rizzo's has given me. Understand?
Technically, endeavored to doesn't mean you were successful.
Technically, you are correct. I am ultimately a flawed being, as are all humans. But now, I'm a happier being, flaws and all.
I think that's enough for now.
Wonderful! I am so very pleased that I could aid you with your criminal questioning.
Welcome, valued patrons, to our splendiferous source of spectacular spirits and
Hello.
plates. Rizzo's is committed to bringing joy and happiness to our colony. Feel free to browse the various displays in front of you to learn about our humble facility.
Beyond the store, we hope to make some of your wildest dreams a reality as we give you a peek into the heart of the distillery. You see it all for yourself, clear as crystal. Please refrain from sharing your secrets with unauthorized solicitors. Let's just keep the special experience between us.
Ah, I see you stumbled upon a little peek into our distillery. These Now that you've seen behind the scenes, I bet you're
I like the spectrum, that's pretty cool.
not to worry. We have every flavor of
Greetings, tour guest, and welcome to the tasting room of error. Current guest does not meet the standards of this unit's authorization protocol.
What do you mean not authorized?
This taste testing experience is limited to authorized guests. This unit has been programmed to offer critical analysis of this unit finds your demeanor, appearance, bearing, and/or class.
Yeah.
Thank you greatly On behalf of Rizzo's, I hope you enjoy.
Alright. Go visit the Lord of the Blight. Do I have like a weapon that are getting rid of break, huh?
Scram! Shoulda never asked for your help. Ain't got nothing else to chat about.
Appointment?
Hello, I need to speak with Cedric.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Well, no, but I'd like to see Cedric regardless.
No appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Can I make an appointment for right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
Inspector's here to see the Cedric. There will be no other outcomes.
Inspector, you said? Well, maybe he'll appreciate your blunt charms. Maybe not. I'll see what he has to say. Mr. Kincannon, got an inspector here demanding to see you. Want me to call the guards?
No, thank you, Eileen. I've been expecting him. Send him up, please.
Maybe he's oh, gotta go up.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun on the bottom looks special. Has it been customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Analyze the fingerprints further.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Oh, right, obviously.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch. Ah, Inspector. Eileen is my right-hand woman and the finest assistant to ever grace this office. She is also tremendously skilled in causing physical harm. I recommend you do not insult her with any further attempts at intimidation. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume.
Yeah, I have to say, dialogue in this game's pretty dope. Later, first, I want an explanation for that nonsense outside.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
Had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
How did thugs get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Whoever's behind this wants to hit me and slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
You're getting a little saucer. Gosh, could it possibly be the administrator? How dumb do you think I am?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult your intelligence. I'm used to working with Lou, you see? I hope you won't hold it against me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
And where would I find Elliot Narson to verify that?
An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex.
Of course you did.
I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
So your alibi is that you were busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
So Helen's death is a net loss for Slug.
I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Anything I can look into?
You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What's the connection to Helen's murder? What's gone missing specifically?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo
How is any of this not related to Helen's death?
That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Don't know what that means, but it's clearly a fool's errand arguing with you.
Do tell Ludovico when you get a chance, please. It's astonishing how long it's taking him to have that same epiphany. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads, me scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I'll say this once, whoever behind this is going to jail, not to you.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Before I get started.
Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
The constable is dead?
Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident?
Was a murder, alright.
It seems murder is becoming an unsettling trend on Eridanos as of late. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer.
The constable will?
Would it surprise you to hear that, despite being on opposite sides of the law, we were friends? That her loss comes as a sudden blow. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know.
Sorry, Constable Keene, she didn't deserve this.
No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention?
Why does Ludovico hate you so much anyways?
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
And now he regrets doing business with you.
An excellent deduction, Inspector. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
It can't be. So you tricked him?
Think of it this way. It was a test, and he failed.
Fair enough.
It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
Entering a garage is an ugly... Entering a garage is an ugly thing. You should make peace with him.
Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
This part of your cackle and reveal your evil grand plan?
Oh, that does sound fun, though. Is securing a board seat for Sublight evil enough? Surely we can at least agree that it's grand. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
Which of course you are.
I wish I could wink, but it always looks like I have something caught in my eye.
Alright, well, excuse me.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Name of the surrounding area.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Not very dusty then. Have been placed fairly recently. Well, I guess a bug was planted roughly a week before Helen's death.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Examination.
What's that you found? No, wait. Don't tell me. Save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
This guy.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Any clues as to who put it here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Ew, how long has it been on the ground?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Take the receiver.
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Alright.
Have a look around, sir.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts out here? Just wondering.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
Why don't we focus on stopping those cargo thefts?
Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help.
What's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Sounds like our perp's not fencing the stolen goods.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn.
Then there's the most recent theft, 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
It's both. Both are sad.
I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep enough of those in stock.
Amen, sister. Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Maybe there's a problem with the automechs.
Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
Hard to argue with it.
Yeah, especially when he kept shouting, "Dead people can't hear anything!" at me. On the bright side, I'm sure the dead won't mind if you decide to check those loading automechs out yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
Any idea why someone would want to bug Cedric's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it.
Interesting.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
Inspector!
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Okay, gone quiet.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look inside the automac.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
I'm here to look for your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
View the want to view the most recent. Wait, hold on.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user.
Wait, I have a question.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
What's on the data log you just injected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
What was in shipment 6,875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Thanks, I know. I believe I owe you a fight.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Caution! Infestation increasing! Help
Hey, no, whoa.
I see it now!
Emergent purified!
No?
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I solved your cargo scamming issue.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
You got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Somebody bypassed the loading back security system and rewired them to scheme random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automechs. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The culprit didn't want you to. It was a cover-up.
A cover-up. I see. The random theft was a smokescreen to hide what the culprit really wanted. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it. You've quite a flair for the dramatic, Inspector. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever this device belonged to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
I get it. She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
You helped her make money for Slug, you mean?
As though Helen herself didn't profit from her work. Please, this is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Well, it seems we found your photo, Cedric.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
It just says, yeah. Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Alright.
Inspector?
Look into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
I'm about to disappoint you. He's got an alibi.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. Helen was making money for Cedric, so I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you. Alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Alright, well, screw this up. I know who killed Haslon Helen.
Are you confident you've finished your investigation? You've questioned all your suspects.
Positive, I know the killer's name.
Law speed, Inspector.
Yeah.
Inspector?
Alright, no killed Haslon Helen.
Are you confident you've finished your investigation? You've questioned all your suspects.
Positive, I know the killer's name.
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen?
Who did?
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I've got proof.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
You sound pretty defensive. Got something to hide?
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
Right, pocket. I knew I forgot something. Wait here till I find some evidence. Our investigation is a farce. I'm done playing along.
If you have no proof, then you have no case, and I have no further use for you. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
I'll be right over.
Now, Inspector. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Should we help him out or...
Whoever the real killer is, I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a challenge. I say we accept.
To the lobby we go!
I can hear you laughing!
I just wanted to make you
Let's get over there. Guess we'll just try the other way.
Something's bumming me out. I just want to be your friend.
Sanitization incoming.
Groovy.
I just wanted to make you smile!
Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
That's what I kind of thought.
It's you. I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear?
Ludovico.
Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
I saw this coming a mile away.
Coming from anyone else, I might have scoffed. But you? I can believe you saw through my charade, Inspector. I've heard about you and your ship, Hawthorne. You're one of the few competent people left in this colony. That makes us two of a kind.
The corpse in the ballroom. Guessing she's a body double.
She was much more to me than a body double. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister.
Ooh, da, da, da.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
Malfunction. Comprehension module is imminent for overload.
Linda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Used me to pin this murder on someone else. I don't like being you.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
Yes, with it.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
They're not symbiotes. I've seen the way the infected behave. A
host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless. Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
That was you in the labs. You killed Dr. Blossom.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
I know you killed the Rangers mascot.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't working for the administrator.
He was a Rizzo's employee. He belonged to Ludovico's horrible little family of grinning idiots. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot. They were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
You killed Constable Keene? She was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
Fair enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
I'm helping you, Helen, but once we get out of here, I expect answers.
It's a deal.
Wow. I can't believe we're running with Halcyon Helen!
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Let's move. But first, hi, Kitty. What switch?
We're close to the exit. We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy.
There must be some kind of pesticide, benign to humans, lethal to parasites.
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
I'll meet you there. Hold on, I have a question.
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon, Inspector.
An actor goes rogue. Alright, so, we're gonna put a stop right there, and we're gonna continue this tomorrow. So, thanks for watching Film's Rest Adventure, where Sid's playing The Outer Worlds! Murder on Eridanos, DLC. Anyways, if you could, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you know that when I'm going to be doing my thing. Bang, 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 because I'm pretty rampant about it now, because based on how much energy I have to do, of course, the caffeine's kicking in pretty good, so woohoo! Yeah. So, at the end of all this, I like to say, as I always say, y'all stay vile out there, my friends.